Thailand's tourism seeks to reopen country by July 1st. #Open Thailand Safely was the initiative of leading Bangkok-based private sector travel companies Yana Ventures, Minor Group and Asian Trails to ensure the safe reopening of Thailand. The petition argues that international tourists can be asked to satisfy any safeguards the Thai government may require in the coming days. The Open Thailand Safely campaign will also send the 1st July request to Thailand Prime Minister General Prachut Chan-o-cha, the Minister of Tourism and Sports, Mr. Phiphat Ratchakitprakarn, and the Governor of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Mr. Yuthasok Supasorn. International tourism companies in Thailand have launched a campaign to reopen the country's borders from July 1, 2021. The #Open Thailand Safely campaign was launched 2nd of March with the support of over 15 major companies including Yana Ventures, Minor Group, Asian Trails, Capella Hotels and Resorts, EXO and many others. The Open Thailand Safely campaign has laid out its arguments in a petition which will underpin a formal request to the Royal Thai government to respond favorably to the rollout of COVID-19 vaccination programs underway in Europe, USA and other Thailand tourism source markets. The petition is open to anyone in Thailand or around the world who would like to see the country reopen. The campaign argues that 1st of July is an appropriate date for 5 reasons. The majority of citizens in many source markets will have been vaccinated by then. It gives time to Thai medical authorities to vaccinate both frontline staff in hospitality settings in Thailand and/or vulnerable citizens around the country. It gives international travelers time to make travel plans and bookings. The date gives time to airlines, hotels, tour operators and others to start marketing and sales and get ready for tourism operations to commence, and it will take Thailand at least a year, and maybe longer, to return to the large numbers of international visitors that it had before the COVID-19 crisis. To ensure the safe reopening of Thailand, the petition argues that international tourists can be asked to satisfy any safeguards the Thai government may require. This may, for example, include showing officially recognized proof of a COVID-19 vaccination from their home country, purchasing health insurance, showing proof of a negative COVID-19 test within 72 hours of departure, and so on. #Open Thailand Safely was the initiative of leading Bangkok-based private sector travel companies Yana Ventures, Minor Group and Asian Trails. The CEO of Yana Ventures, Willem Niemeyer, said, "The 1st of July reopening would be a strategic opportunity for Thailand to show a leadership role among Asian countries and prepare the way for a solid recovery of the Thai economy in 2022. In the coming days, the Open Thailand Safely campaign will also send the 1st July request to Thailand Prime Minister General Prachut Chan-o-cha, the Minister of Tourism and Sports, Mr. Phiphat Ratchakitprakarn, and the Governor of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Mr. Yuthasok Supasorn." According to the Bank of Thailand and official sources in Thailand, tourism, pre-COVID, was worth about 2.9 trillion baht, $96.5 billion. Some 39.7 million international visitors in 2019 helped sustain up to 8.3 million jobs. However, arrivals fell to 6.7 million in 2020, making between 2 and 4 million people unemployed. Meanwhile, destinations such as Seychelles, Maldives, Greece and Sri Lanka have either opened borders already or are in discussions to do so in light of successful COVID vaccine rollouts in their key source markets.